streaming? The fuck? It's restreaming on me. I didn't give it permission to restream. Well, let's go on stream. Damn, we up. I wasn't even planning to be up there. So, all right. Fam, we about to get this thing started. Let's get it started. Let's just do what we do. You know.
Mr. Diddy.
Drink your water. Come on, drink the water by the bird. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Oh man. Now, grab your glass for that water. Get your container of that water. Get that picture of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, live, pour, then drink. Now, move your body and drink some water. Oh, move your body and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Family, move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, move, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast those ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Man. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. But to stay healthy, metaphor. You know what they are? Breathe, drink, eat, move. Choose happy weight in ounces. Eat a socially appropriate diet, African heritage diet. But hey, take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Took me a little bit longer to drink the water. Guess what? I finished it. Great, great, great. Me to each and every last one of y'all. Yeah, I know I didn't have the show last night. I got kind of, man, listen, I laid down. It was over. Can't take no nap after 50, family. Can't take a nap. Ain't no nap at no nighttime. So don't fool yourselves. I was trying to fool myself. My body was like, yeah, go ahead and take a nap. And yeah, woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning like, damn. That was going to be a good 3-hour nap. But I said, so because I decided not to go back to the school yesterday. And I said, I'm going to just chill. Because, with March being sick, I said, what the hell? Just gone, her fever broke, so we cool. We in the clear for now. So, I don't think there's anything major in the news, except that I may have not only did somebody order some shit off Amazon in my name and sent the shit to me. Hopefully I got it by now. Not only that, but now I got a text from Miss Navita with a text that I don't remember sending out. So I think I'm being hacked. Oh well, that's life. That's life. I got so many motherfucking codes. I don't know. I know I'm not by myself. I got so many motherfucking codes that I just can't keep up with all of these motherfucking codes, man. It's just all right. But anyway, in the news, Mercury transits across the sun. Looks like a little dot going across the sun. If you had time, you might have seen it yesterday. A little black spot on the sun. But it's kind of chilly out there. Black folks ain't out there looking at the sun. We had in Louisiana, I think the name of the rebellion that they were enacting was called the German Shore Rebellion. There was a march where some of our ADOS fam, some black folk, you know what I'm saying, reenacted a slave revolt in Louisiana. Pretty good, but I think that was a German, because they never named it, but it was one of the ones that was on my list for my talk. All right, so and that's all that's in the news right now. I had a long conversation with the leader of the ADOS chapter here. And I'm trying to bring him on the show very, very soon. Maybe as soon as tomorrow, if at all possible, so we can have a discussion about ADOS, some of the goals here in Columbus, and some of the stuff that we see that's popping off nationally. I've kind of been mentioning it a little bit. So we can go and have that conversation. I think it'd be a good conversation to have. So tomorrow we might be doing that. I just got to reach out. And also we're going to have a couple of other interviews popping off real soon. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to get some of the tea. We're going to sample some of the tea. We still continue sampling. See if it's ready. It's been ready, but I just ain't had no money to go get no honey, so I gotta keep on acting like I'm sampling the tea. Got a nice floral scent. I'm gonna find whoever got my ordered some shit off my. And I was like, damn, one of my kids done ordered some shit, but my kids was away all day with me. Yeah. My kids were away all day with me. So I was like, I don't think they could have did it. And I don't remember even going to Amazon. So I was like, the hell? But then whoever did it sent it to me. Why steal some shit and send it to me? I mean, I don't know. All right, smell pretty good. So we're going to do our toast. We're going to get up and out of here because I got to get Cleve to school. I got to get Gina ready for school. And I have to get Sasha to a resting place so she could have this day off, and be able to start the week fresh next week. So first off, I want to welcome you to the Congregation of the Mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simple production. Where we strive. No, this is a Heart of a Simple production, and this is the Daily Toast. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Shouts out to Mr. DeVita. I see you out there. Even though I don't see you on the Restream chat, I still see you out there. Good morning to you. We want to say, we want to wish all of the Nia-born, all the Nia babies, we want to give y'all a round of applause. You deserve it. All right, family, here we go. So we are going to start our toast. Not going to go on one of my rants this morning, I promise. Change my mind. I'm just joking. Ain't got nothing to rant about. Shouts out to Brother Quojo. I understand he just sold New Harvest. Was a mainstay for about 15 years. We did a lot of major stuff up in New Harvest. And I don't know if he's leaving Columbus. But salute to the brother, you know what I'm saying? Because he's been putting in the work and doing his thing. And like I said, maybe during the weekend show, we could talk about that, because that's like a void now. Because like that was a cultural spot right up north. A lot of poets cut their teeth there. A lot of actors cut their teeth there. A lot of us got the grub up there. It's a beautiful thing. And then also he was also trying to be involved with the politics in the area, and as well as urban farming. You know what I'm saying? Because he hit me to that, actually. So shouts out to Brother Quojo. Salute. Give him Gye-Nyame salute. Give it to him, y'all. Give him a round of applause. The only thing I was wondering was, did he sell the whole property? You understand what I'm saying? Because I know that the New Harvest part is closed, but he also had the front building and some land in the back. So we'll see. And I can't wait to see what the city or whatever that corporation is called is going to do with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been promising a long time. And Quoja been holding in there for a long time for all the changes that was supposed to be coming to the Linden area that are very slow. But people, please understand what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Gentrification. Yeah. That should be a song. Gentrification. Yeah, it's happening all around the central city, y'all. I'm just trying to let you know, gentrification. Enterprise zones and shit like that. Yeah, right. Yeah. The only problem is you need money to work in those zones, and a lot of that is war cash that you really got in the house and in your bank account, and you need backers to kind of, so that you can go and do some enterprising and shit like that. It's a hustle. All right, but anyway, we're going to raise up our glass. A hustle to get you up out them neighborhoods. Let's just say that. We're going to raise up our glass, and we're going to salute the creator by whatever name you choose to call the creator. We raise up our glass. Yes, we do. And we salute the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. Right? Lift up our glass, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Y'all know where we going. We going to our list of our ancestors that combine us and hold us together. right? So, shouts out to brother Kwame. He say, Retina fam, make it a great day. We ate Nia. Oh, great Nia. Okay, all right, I see it. Great Nia, fam. Great Nia to you. What's the news today? Well, I mean, nothing. I really don't have a lot. I just been chilling. I've been laying around with my little girl, trying to help her get over her thing, doing what she needed done and stuff like that. That's being a dad. It's real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey. It's real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey. All right. I'm Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert the Tex, Anna Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William, Walter, Chris Pendergast, Eileen, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis. Oh, I do need to talk with you, Navita, Devin. I need to talk with the team about the assignments that they have for us for Kwanzaa. So we're going to handle it. We got... Let me start off. Miles Brown, Mizan, Robert and Texas, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William, Walter, Chris Pendergast, Eileen, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twigs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fuller, Montague Pittman, No More Exit, Maya Rob, Malika Core, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Bro, Actor Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Hayes, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Degale Pullian, Deluxe Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, John Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Ray Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Kitty Justice, Derek Ritterman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend J. Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Ware, Levita Farmer, I'll So Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merrill B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nadia Johnson, Point Jim Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keisha Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Spell, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Farrell Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mitchell Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Marshall, Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Moorman, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Haley Lester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Etta Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frankie Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Mina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, Tamika Russell, Dilly Monares, Gina Rupe Jones, Jana Callahan. William Walter West, Nigella Perez, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan. The Black Yoda is trying to be funny here. Cracking jokes. All right. Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Hadley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Heather Cadney, Dennis Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Russell Everson Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Duane Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren N. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenball, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Roy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Ellis Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Brennan, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry, Tubman Cates, Mr. Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino, Baby Hatch, Senior, Mally Miller, Hosey Hatstad, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Nick Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Hughes Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Panella, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Mirelle Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shakamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broaders, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Imania Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. And moving from there to the Black Book, we have Georgia Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shake Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks. Ooh, y'all just gonna make me have to just wipe this whole computer clean and start over. Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundup, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Sylvan Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sonny Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled is in transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Margaret III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Cassandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Al-Lauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Jalar Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samanda Damon, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray. We raise our glass and we say, I say, all right, family, from there, where do we go? You know where we go. It's a very simple journey. From the past, we move into the present moment which we are the rulers of. We get to control the present moment. It is ours, right? So we raise up our glass and we salute this moment. And while we here, once again, we want to celebrate those born on Nia. Man, all right, so all those born on there, this is your day. Raise a glass to each one of you, but also, family, on this day, I ask you to activate your reticular formation. We are out seeking near. It's out there. All our principles are out there. Let's get out and let's start finding them on a daily basis. So today, we are on the search for Nia. Nia. Hashtag Nia found, hashtag Nia day, hashtag Nia born, hashtag Nia baby. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know, and you can post it up on the timeline. Represent your day. Is there any Nia babies out there? Gonna raise your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care, right? But hey, listen. So we want to activate those reticular formation. We want to find Nia. For those that don't understand what Nia is, because you don't speak the language, because you haven't taken the E-course, right? And understand why we do the days of the week, why the way we do the days of the week. All right, cool, it's cool. I'll define it for you. Nia means purpose, right? Today is a day of purpose, right? Now, also, if we look at today on the pantheon of the principles of the day, we got purpose. We got the Modic principle of the day, which is balance. We got the color yellow. We have rhythm, which is the Hermetic law of the day. Male name for the day is Kofi. Female name of Fua. I had Fua. I ain't seen my daughter in a while. But anyway, it's cool. See y'all getting houses and stuff, right? So we raise up our glass and we salute this present moment, keeping our pact with our past, our ancestors, and our promise to our future generations. We raise up our glass and we salute this present moment. In it lies our power, and when we become conscious of it, we become powerful. We raise our glass and we say Ashe, and we're conscious of it, right? So we move to the future generations and we toast them, and we say, you know, we toast our children's children on to infinity, and we say Ashe. From our children, you know where we go, family? It's a very simple journey. We hopscotch right over to, you ready? You're not ready. All of our relations, we toast and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, family, we move directly into that selfish toast. This is for you. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards your greatness? Raise that glass, give you a second to go and contemplate that. Bow. Done. From there, family, we move on. And I toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most beautiful, the most uplifting, outstanding, wise, and the most powerful individual in the room. I raise my glass up to you and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years. And of course, as we say in Gye-Nyame, get in. I knew it was popping up. I'm getting good. I can predict it now. Let's see. A fool, if you want outcome correct, be truer. Oh my God, now you're a poet. Shouts out to Mr. Wilson Neal. Shouts out to Sister Navita. You know, family, I'm going to sip on this. Then I'm going to go and get my girls' clothes ready because I still got a little bit of time. You know, we extremely, I was early today. Got that good sleep. Man. This is going to be a good batch. Yeah. It don't give me, I'm going to let this, well, actually, this is the last day this is going to sit because I'm about to mix the honey in. But I'm not getting the dry tongue. Peace to you, Brother Wilson. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not getting the dry tongue. You know what I'm saying? And which is a sign of like caffeine. So, I want to make sure I got there's enough caffeine in this so that the process can happen. Because the process, it transforms caffeine as well as the sugars. Shouts out to Regina. How you doing? All right, huh? Everything going good? All right, family. So we done toasted. We done raised it to the sky. The only thing we got to get out there and do today is conquer. Out and conquer. That's what we have to do. Get out there and conquer. Right? Because it's our time. It's our day. Let's keep it moving. Like I said, we're gonna have a nice discussion tomorrow. I got to figure out how we're gonna do it because I want to take my kids out to eat. So maybe I take my kids out after we do the show because I'm thinking about getting a little bit early so that I can go and make the show happen in the way that I want it, because I'm thinking about bringing on Brother Mark, the leader of the ADOS Columbus here, the chapter leader here. I don't even know if it's a chapter. It's more like a tribe. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to run into issues if they keep on using the term chapter. It's more of a tribe, a group of individuals that are organizing under the banner of ADOS. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we'll have that, and then some of y'all call in and ask some of the questions. And of course, we're going to cover some of the issues with hashtag ADOS and hashtag FBA. What's the difference? Y'all done heard some of my stuff, so we need to hear from Columbus official ADOS crew. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm family, but like I said, there's a leadership there. There's somebody that took the time to say, boom, we're going to step up, we're going to do it. And it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, there's room. Like I was telling the person yesterday, I don't see that much building. If you don't see that much building, that's because you're not building. That's what you got to tell people. They say, I'm not seeing it. I don't see the unity around because you're not practicing unity. That's why you don't see it. See, that's the unique piece about the principles, about what we work with, right? If you're not practicing them, you're not going to see them. You can be looking for them, but you got to put them in motion. You got to put them in motion so that you can start putting yourself in that vibration so that you will be able to see them, because you'll be able to understand that we don't all have to agree to have unity. We don't all have to be doing the same things and looking alike to have unity. You know what I'm saying? It's certain vibrations that all of these principles, they each got their own vibration, right? And it's like, boom, all you got to do is put yourself in that vibration, right? And you will start seeing all the near around you. Or if we're on emoji, you'll start seeing it once you put yourself in that. And part of us coming together to toast is that we're kind of tuning in to a frequency. You know what I'm saying? We tune in by us taking the time to tune in, whether we tuning in early or whether we tuning in later. When we take time to do the toast, we're tuning in to a frequency that makes it possible for us to see some of the stuff that we might have not seen, because what it does, it allows us to settle back, calm down, and really start to think about some stuff. All right, shoot. I mean, he just said my ancestor's name. Wow, I wonder what my ancestors. Boom. That throws you in a whole nother state of mind, family. Whole nother state of mind, because now you start, you get put right back into place where you understand that it's bigger than you. We talk about the Creator. We talk about the ancestors. We talk about the present moment. We talk about the future generations. You know what I'm saying? We are on a time continuum, a spiral that's constantly moving up. A spiral, right? And sometimes we get lost and get caught up in the circle, and it becomes about us. You can see it with young people, especially when they're going through their teenage years. They get caught on the circle because it's all about them. Everything that's said is about them. Everything that happens is about them. They take it personal. And a lot of us as adults, we get caught in that loop rather than allowing that loop to break off every now and then and break off, because that break off is uncomfortable each time the circle moves up. You know, but some of y'all might be spiraling down. I don't know. But hey, this brother Hatim, I want to thank everybody that tuned in this morning. And shouts out to Miss Regina. Shouts out to Wilson. Shouts out to Brother Kwame, of course, the Black Yoda. Shouts out to Sister Navita. I don't know why Sister Navita's chats are not popping up. Hold on, somebody else is on here. Okay. All right. Yeah, Sister Navita, she say her little piece and just be gone. All right. All right. So family, unless y'all got something for me, I'll chill around for a little because this tea is kind of good. Yeah. Maybe I should just start, you know, I ain't gonna say just start, but maybe I should keep some of the tea to the side just in case some people want the mixture of tea that I use for that ambrosia. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because you throw a little bit of honey in this, it might be, you know, I mean, not as the ambrosia. You throw a little sweetener here. But actually, you don't even need no sweetener. Very fruity smell. Of course, I can smell the rice. Yeah, I got brown rice in here too. Oh, now I can see. Now, yeah, I just felt that caffeine. Yeah, okay. I feel you, green tea. You doing your damn thing. All right. So since there's nothing else for me, I'm gonna check one more place. I want to make sure I ain't missing nothing. Since there's nothing else for me, family, I am up and I am out. I will see you tomorrow. Be looking for the black signal because, of course, on the Toast and Talks, we had a black signal. I will be letting you know that who I will be having on the show. I'm going to have the interview with him, discussion with Brother Mark, and then I will open up the lines for the rest of the family to get into conversation. So, of course, we're going to cover, like I said, the ADOS piece. What is it? What is the goals in Columbus? What, you know, boom. We're gonna have that whole discussion. Then of course we're gonna get into the whole FBA thing and the relationship with ADOS and other things like that. And you know what I'm saying, what we doing and what ADOS is gonna be doing in this coming election as far as Columbus. Because really that is the power of the whole ADOS movement, the whole local piece. The national piece is cool, but I think I will, you know, I believe that, you know, each group is most powerful at home and by the work they do at home. Because like I said, there's no reason, those of you that's in Columbus, there's no reason that within the next 20 years we're not running this city. Absolutely no reason. And when I say run the city, I ain't talking about the goddamn streets. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking police department. I'm talking fire department. I'm talking safety department. I'm talking the town hall. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking city council. I'm talking about board of education. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why we can't have the mayor. There's no reason why we can't have 3 seats on the city council. There's no reason why we can't determine who the safety director, thereby deciding who the chief of the fire department as well as the police department. There's no reason why we can't have certain programs working in our interest. There's no reason. None. You know what I'm saying? Especially with city council expanding to 2 more seats. Come on, fam. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? All we got to do is look at our numbers. And then also, all we have to do is activate. And then also, this is how Columbus can make effect on the national level. Because there is, a senator or a congressman that come from this area. We could put them in power as well. Actually, we have a chance to do that. So what we have to be willing to do is to activate those sleeper cells. I hate to say it like that. And what are the sleeper cells, Brother Hatim? These are the brothers and sisters that do not believe that they can vote or even believe that they should vote. You know what I'm saying? we should motivate those, because all of us got that cousin. All of us got those few cousins be like, fuck it, I ain't voting. Well, then, dude, vote for me. You understand what I'm saying? Vote for me. You know what I'm saying? I need this, boom, this is the plan, and I need you to play your part. And you know what your part is? No, you ain't got to sell no weed. No, you ain't got to do nothing crazy. I'm asking you to go and register and get your ass up there and vote. That's all I need you to do. That's all I need you to do, right? Because I'm telling you right now, there's a whole group, a large number of individuals that are not voting, that all of us that are on the level, on the street level, that we are not, that we have the influence to move them to the polls so that we can actually start making some shit happen around here for us. And like I said, in the next 20 years, there is no reason. And I need to get people to start thinking generationally, because many of us is thinking my lifetime right now. I need boom, boom. Family, I need you to expand your thinking, right? Because many of us are on finite thinking patterns. We need to get as a group and really as individuals in the group, we need to get on some infinite thinking shit. This is an infinite game. We are holding the spot that our ancestors laid for us. And we have to defend this spot and extend this spot for our children. It's not yours. Your time, in a sense, I'm sorry, but go ahead. If there is no politicians for us, what will we be voting for, bruh? Or how do you know there's no politicians for us? Have you spoke to Andy? See, this is the whole issue. How do you know? The ADOS have already been going through and in a sense, checking off lists for politicians out there, my friend. And then on top of that, please listen to me. Did you hear what I said? Once again, get out of the finite thinking, get into the infinite thinking. If I'm talking about city council and seats are opening up in like 2023, why can't we start preparing individuals to run for city council? Why can't we start building them? Rather than like, listen, dude, we need people up in there with our interests at heart, or at least willing to work with us. That's what I'm talking about. See, if we keep on, how can I put it? The issue is this. For me, for my tribe, one of the things that we constantly tell our young people, when I look in here, I don't necessarily see basketball players. I don't necessarily see football players. I see future politicians and people of power. Why can't you run for the seat? If we keep on saying there's no politicians out there for us, why many of us are not getting involved in politics then? This is what I'm talking about. That's true nation building. This shit sitting around here debating and shit like that. True nation building is preparing a generation, because some of us, brother or sister, because you never clarified that for me, Amadi, I think that's a male's name. Brother Amadi, we need to do it. We have to go and secure the space for our children. We have to do it, right? So whether I have to run in 2023 or, you know what I'm saying, the next election for city council, or we get somebody prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? We got a young sister right now who is talking about reparations as one of her platforms that is running for Joyce Beatty's seat. Right now, she's organizing out there. There's other people who are in support of reparations, but we never ask, we never push the peace, we never exchange our votes. We just go out here and just don't do nothing. I don't think it's that easy, brother. You have to qualify. Well, what's the qualifications, my man? Tell me the qualifications to run for a city seat. What are the qualifications? You know what the qualifications are? Age and votes, goddammit. Age, possibly not having a record, but then you might be able to even run with a record. And also being able to get the votes. If you are a citizen of the city, you know what I'm saying? If you are registered in that city, you can run. All right, so you can't have felonies. I don't have felonies. Do you have felonies? I have bunches of people around me without felonies. I got individuals that from 14 all the way up to 19 that don't have felonies, that we could start training for this type of stuff. My friend, I don't have felonies, right? I like YouTube. So I don't know if that's how that's going to work. You know what I'm saying? I like doing it like this. I like doing this. I like having these communications. But it's not hard to get somebody set up to run. It's not hard. There's courses for that to get you registered so that you can run. What's stopping us from being able, if Tariq Nasheed could do a fundraiser for a FBA conference and ask for $200,000 to get $30,000 in one weekend, what's to stop us from seriously having a candidate that's able to raise that type of money here in Columbus if we really want change? If we really want to run this motherfucker. Or we just want to talk about running. Or we would just want to talk about them being a family. Columbus is wide open. Columbus is wide open. Wide open. Right? We can run this motherfucker. I'm just saying. Or we can sit around and be scared. You know what I'm saying? I prefer the boss. I prefer the boss route. We need more doers instead of talkers. I'm our nation. We talk too much, and I have all the answers of what we should be doing if you notice. I don't know. I don't understand what you wrote. We need more doers instead of talkers. I don't know. Because it's the talkers that motivate the doers. You understand what I'm saying? So I do what I do. You do what you do. Right? I'm doing what I'm doing. You doing what you doing. Right? And I'm just saying. Because regardless of whether I'm talking or not, the question is, what are the actions that I'm doing to back up what I'm saying? I'm doing stuff. I ain't gonna divulge everything on here. I'm doing stuff. Now the question is, what are you doing to help progress the movement, or at least your idea of where we should be? Regardless of what city you are. What city you live in? Are you in Columbus? Well, actually you are, because you told me you came to an event the other day. Or yesterday you told me you came to an event and I was there. Right? The question is, what work are you doing? Can we set you up to run for city council, perhaps? You know what I'm saying? Can we have that conversation? Can we really start doing the work now? Because we talking about 4 years from now. Because when you look, I'm done. See, brother, you taking every personal. No. All right, cool. I'm not taking okay. But what I'm saying, what I'm trying to put out there is this. We all have to play our part. So you're going to have some that talk, and it's cool. Because this is the issue. We need talkers. Because think about this whole ADOS piece and getting the word reparations as part of the conversation for the presidency came from individuals running their mouth. From YouTube, basically YouTube personalities and building up a following. You know what I'm saying? The Nation of Islam was built up by individuals running their mouth. Marcus Garvey built his whole organization by being able to vocalize what it was that his vision was. That's how organizations are formed. And when the individuals come, right? When people come, they fit in and they do their roles. But one of the things that I will agree that starts to happen is that when many of us try to do everything, all of us are not Malcolm X or Marcus Garvey, and a lot of people come in honestly thinking that they're gonna do that role. But everybody's not that. You know. Shouts out to Lion. He said, raise first family. There we go. But all right, so hopefully y'all enjoyed the toast. But Amadi, man, we gotta sit down, man. We gotta sit down, and we gotta mix it up a little bit, because the whole piece is not. And then also you gotta remember, because you're not. How can I put it? The sentences. It's hard for me to read intention or read context with what you're typing. So I understand. I understand what you're saying. And please don't take anything that I'm saying personal. But the key piece is, boom, if you're doing work, family, boom, let's come together. Let's talk about the work that you're doing, the work I'm doing, and see how we could possibly increase each other's velocity. You know what I'm saying? Or combine. It makes no difference to me. So shouts out to Lion. Akindele. Am I saying that right? Akindele Blyden. Are you the brother? Kwame, is this the brother that we supposed to be bringing to Columbus? I think shouts out to the Blydens. Shouts out. All right, family, I'm up and I'm out. Remember, lift up your ancestors. Get out here and find your principles. Get out here and find them. They out here. Oh, okay. Welcome to the conversation, my brother. We're gonna have to do an interview too, because we gotta because Brother Kwame is working hard to make sure that that we bring you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what my older brother wants, you know what I'm saying, we try to manifest. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, family, we out. Peace. Y'all have a great Nia day.